I'm so gone, gone, gone over you. You can put it all on my tab. You can spend all of my cash. I'm so gone, gone.
Hey everybody. First of all, I want to say happy Mother's Day. I know it's the next day, but I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. I did. And today I'm going to do a story time and eat breakfast, mukbang breakfast, which is cheesy eggs, Grand's biscuits, and corned beef hash. And I was going to talk about something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time, just because I've been through it and I know it's something real and it still happens being a teen mom. You know, unfortunately it's still going on. So this video is not to promote teen mom, because no, I wouldn't want that on anyone. It's very hard. So I just wanted to tell about my story, because it was a crazy one. It was an embarrassing one. It was crazy. So let me set this camera back a little bit more. There you go. Oh, and also I got some cinnamon sugar butter, Welch's jelly, and some water. So yes, I was a teen mother. I had my first son, who was Javon. I had him 12 years ago, and I was 17 years old when I had him. And it was crazy. So basically, I was the military brat. So those that don't know what that is, my father was in the military, and I always lived on base, stuff like that. So I happened to have met this guy when I was in the 11th grade. I met this guy, and I was living in Maryland at the time, just doing a lot of things I had no business doing. So truth of the matter, I was skipping school, just being, you know, a bad teenager, you know. Skipped school one day, met this guy, and long story short, I got pregnant by this guy. And what happened with that is, because my dad being in the military, first of all, I didn't know I was pregnant, but at this point I didn't know. And my dad had orders to go to Yokota Air Force Base, which is in Japan. So of course, me being 17, I had to go with them. So I left Maryland with my family. We got to Japan. Everything was good. Started school. Started my senior year. Everything was just going well. Then I started to notice some things about myself, which was kind of crazy. Like, the first thing, which is very common and obvious, no periods. That was weird to me. And my mom was the type of mother, she would know when I'm on my cycle, because it'd be like her and then I'm next. Kind of how that is. So that was the first like red sign to me, and I'm like, something ain't right. But me being in denial, I'm just like, that ain't nothing. That's let me get a few bites. Hold on, y'all. Just talking away. I was like, just being in denial, you know, just like, whatever, it's nothing, it'll come when it comes. But because my mom was so up on it, I actually used to take pads and put like fake blood on it, just so she can think I'm on it, you know, and not question me about what's going on. And then, to be honest, my stomach really wasn't big though at all. I hid it from the whole high school. And people who are watching me that went to high school with me in Japan, they know, because no one knew I was pregnant. Nobody. From my dad was, he got sent to Iraq when all this was going on. So he wasn't even around, you know, he was sent to Iraq for some months. So it was my mom, my brothers, but no one knew I was pregnant. I mean, it was crazy. So, like, my mom would question me and stuff, and of course I would lie, be in denial, you know. So it was a lot of arguing going on with me and her at the time, unfortunately. But long story short, one day I was in school. I was just in school, and I started to feel like some really sharp pains. This was some months I went by. I was in school and like some sharp pains. I'm like, what in the world? And I'm not thinking in my head, I'm pregnant, getting ready to have a baby, because like I told you, I was really telling myself no way, no chance, nada. You know, I was 17. I was scared as hell. And then I was having sharp pains in class, but they weren't sharp to the point where I was like, oh my god, I gotta get, you know, they were sharp, and they would just happen like every like 20-30 minutes. Then that evening, I'll never forget, I had a driving class because I was getting my not my driver license, but the permit. I was sitting in there and the pains were worse that evening. My mom picks me up, I get home, and around, I think it had to been like around 8 o'clock. I will never forget this night. I was crazy. I started crawling on the floor screaming for my mom, telling her like something's wrong, I gotta go. She had no clue what in the world was going on, because like I told y'all, I would do crazy stuff, and she thought my periods were still coming. I didn't look pregnant, so mind y'all, she has no clue that she's getting ready to be a grandmother. So she takes me to the hospital. The whole ride to the hospital, my mom was like, Tisha, you better not be pregnant. Tisha, I swear, I asked you over and over again. Like, she was mad. I mean, I felt, oh my god, it was crazy. She was mad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Sorry, y'all. Don't do that. I'm recording. But yeah, we get to the hospital, and basically they had me pee in a cup. They asked me, you know, rate my my pain, which was really bad. I was like beyond a 10. It was crazy. So with that, oh shit, they went ahead and, like I said, I peed in the cup. Obviously it came out I was pregnant. Once it came out I was pregnant, did an x-ray. I mean ultrasound, I'm sorry, an ultrasound. They hear and they see a heartbeat. Oh my god. I'm 17. I'm like, oh my god, there's a baby. And they're like, you're getting ready to deliver this baby. So this is a shock for everybody. I mean, I done shocked myself being stupid. Shocked the hell out of my mom. Like, I felt so bad. And so this day my mom knows. She knows I felt so bad not telling her, not being honest with her. And I went into labor that night with my son, Javon. And because I wasn't getting any type of prenatal care and stuff like that, I don't know. We don't know how many months he really was. Like, if he was a full term, he was only 4 pounds. So I wasn't getting prenatal care. So we don't know. They honestly don't know like the exact, they can't put exact like how many weeks I was when I gave birth to him, but he was only 4 pounds, and we both had pneumonia. So we both had to stay in the hospital for, I had to stay for like a week, and he had to stay a little longer. And yeah, that is the story time. And like the next, like, so I had my son, and then the next day my dad came to the hospital, because like I told y'all, he was in Iraq. He came to the hospital the next day, like from Iraq. It was crazy. And he was a grandfather. Yeah, so that really shocked him. I can at least say he didn't, like, he made it seem, my dad, because wanted, I mean, me being his only daughter, he wanted to put me in a comfort, you know, and make me feel like, he knows it's not right to be 17 and have pregnant, but he was really there for me. He didn't say anything crazy like that. You know, it was hard for my mom, which I understand, because one, I was lying to her the whole time. So yeah, it was crazy. But I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Yes, I was a teen mom. You know, like I said, this is not, I'm not putting this video out there because I want people to like, oh yeah, let's be teen. No, that's definitely not what it is. It was very hard, and it's still hard, but it was really, really hard. And yeah, I graduated high school and everything. I mean, if it wasn't for my father, I love you, Dad, if you're watching, I don't know if I would even graduate high school, but I did. I walked across the stage. He was there rooting me on. And yeah, so I mean, I got my high school diploma. Sorry, I barely even ate in this video. Sorry. because I was just running my mouth like I was getting deep into the story, but I am going to tear this plate up, best believe it, okay? And I love my son. He was diagnosed with autism. The first time he was diagnosed with autism, he was 3 years old, because I just noticed like some things he was doing, like repeatedly kept doing and stuff like that, and I wanted to check him out, make sure he was okay. And that was the first time they diagnosed him with that. Then he got diagnosed at 5, then 10. So yeah, my son has autism. He don't have the full blown, so he has like Asperger's syndrome. Hopefully I said that right. And he's a healthy kid. He's a happy kid. He does things like normal kids. So I love him. But he is the first person in my life to make me a mommy. So I just thought this was a good story time, because Mother's Day was yesterday. And like I said, I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. And like, I want to do more story times. So if there's like anything you guys want me to talk about, like, you know, any type of story y'all would like, because I got plenty, okay? I got plenty. But comment down below if y'all want any other type of story times, because I'll be more than happy to give it to y'all. And don't forget to hit the like button and the bell notification button, because I think a lot of people haven't hit that bell notification. I'm gonna need y'all to hit that bell notification, okay? Hit that bell notification, hit the like, hit the comment. You know, I need that love from y'all, okay? So with that being said, I'm out. Until next time, holla.